Welcome to the podcast. I'm Marianne Agudo, and you're listening to the Unpacked and Empowered Finances. This is where we break down the complexities of money and personal development into steps you can actually use. No judgment, no jargon, just real stories and strategies to help you own your financial future. Let's get into today's episode. At some point, most of us set goals with the best intentions and then life happens. Maybe you plan to save more, invest more, or finally feel on top of your finances, but things didn't move the way that you expected. And if that sounds familiar, I want you to hear this clearly. Nothing has gone wrong, and this isn't failure, but it is information. And that helps us make better decisions to move forward. Today, I want to talk about why trying to do everything at once keeps us stuck and how to re strategize your financial focus in a way that actually creates momentum. Most people don't struggle with money because they don't care or aren't disciplined. We struggle because we try to fix everything at the same time and we want to start saving, investing, paying down debt, insurance, travel funds, retirement, emergency funds, and even family responsibilities. And when all of these become priorities at once, we don't usually succeed, and this leaves us feeling overwhelmed. Overwhelm usually leads to one thing, and that's doing nothing. We get stuck. When everything feels urgent, it's hard to know where to start. This is where I like to simplify things using what financial professionals call the priority pyramid. It's not a checklist, but it's a way to decide what deserves your attention first. And I talk about this in greater detail in the episode Pyramid of Financial Priorities, and I'll put the link in the notes for you. We'll talk about it at a high level today because the goal of this episode is to help you prioritize goals that's most important to you and how you can re strategize. So, we'll talk about the foundation, and at the base is cash flow. Simply put, you track the money that comes in, your income, maybe you receive childcare benefit or other constant flow of money that goes into your accounts. And then compare that with what goes out, your bills and other expenses. Cash flow isn't about restriction or budgeting perfectly. It's about clarity because this will tell you if there is anything left aside to set, like aside for your goals. And we all have different seasons in our lives where cash flow can feel tight or stressful, but it doesn't mean that it's going to stay that same forever. And that's why we need to work on it. The next layer is protection. This includes things that we put in place to make sure we don't hurt ourselves financially when we lose the ability to earn money, like insurance and emergency funds. But protection itself doesn't build wealth, but again, it protects your ability to keep building it. Without it, one unexpected event can undo years of progress. At the top is growth and investing, long term planning. This is where most people want to start, and there's nothing wrong with that. It just works best when the foundation underneath is solid. So that growth feels exciting and not anxiety inducing. Here's where I want to make this practical. Instead of trying to improve everything at once, choose one area to focus on right now. If cash flow isn't clear, start there. If protection is missing, address that next. And if both are solid, then focus on growth. Because progress doesn't come from pressure, it comes from focus. One clear step gets you going, and that momentum builds your confidence. So you don't have to start over or wait for perfect timing. You just need a strategy that matches where you are today. When goals don't go as planned, it doesn't mean you failed. It means it's time to adjust with clarity. And this is when progress actually happens. Thanks for tuning in to the podcast. If today's episode gave you clarity on your next best step, that's a win. And if this conversation resonated, please share it with someone building their own path. Until next time, stay focused, stay clear, and keep making decisions that empower the life you're building. Take care.